In this video I'll tell you everything you need to know to get insanely strong fast in Manhwa Legends, from your very first summons all the way to endgame EVOs, so let's get straight into it. Subscribe, like and hype if you want to get this and more Roblox guides and enter giveaways. Watch till the end to understand this guide well. First thing you gotta do when you jump into the game is build yourself an actual team that works. You'll get gems from bundles, missions, story progress and just playing around. So don't hoard every single gem like a dragon guarding treasure. Spend some early on to put together a roster with real damage dealers plus at least one economy unit if you can grab one. Legendary units can honestly carry you through a good chunk of story stages before Mythics start taking over, so don't sleep on them. Basically, build a full squad before you start chasing duplicates of your favorite unit. Gear up your best legendary and mythic characters. Dump the weak rare and epic units the second something better shows up, and hang on to extra mythic copies since they might matter later for upgrades. A full team beats one overpowered character every single time, trust me on that. Once you got your squad sorted, story mode is where you want to focus your energy. It's not just there for the plot, it's stacked with gems, gold, XP, evolution mats, battle pass progress and other unlocks. Every chapter you clear basically funds your next round of summons while opening up tougher content you'll need for future evolutions. So unless a stage is straight up walling you, keep pushing story instead of grinding the same level for hours. Now when your gem income starts picking up, you'll unlock featured banners with mythic characters in them. Some names you might pull include Violet Grace, Kim Dokja, Pildo Gang and Lloyd. Banner luck is obviously all over the place, but focusing your gems on featured banners gives you way better odds of putting together a roster that can actually compete. And yet even extra copies of the same mythic can turn out useful down the line depending on updates. If you're planning on doing a ton of summons back to back, do yourself a favor and turn off the summon animations. Skip those, mute the NPC voice lines, and turn on auto sell for rarities you don't want piling up in your inventory. These small tweaks save a crazy amount of time once you're deep into farming sessions. Traits are honestly a bigger deal than people give them credit for. They can completely flip how good a unit performs. You've got options like Limit Break, Ruler, Fighter, Ranger, Hustler, Assassin, Boss Slayer and Swiftness, and depending which one you land you could get more damage, cheap replacement cost, bigger range, faster attacks or more income from your farm units. Just no trait rerolls are pure RNG, so be ready to burn through a bunch before you land something mythic tier. Speaking of income, don't forget about your economy unit. Farm units won't hit hard but they generate the resources you need for pricier upgrades mid-match. A lot of these units get way stronger once leveled up, so keep one equipped at all times, level it consistently, and maybe throw an economy trait like Hustler on it. That extra income becomes a lifesaver once you're deep into infinite mode or tackling challenge stages. Alright, quick point here, don't rush into evolution farming before wrapping up most of story first, since finishing story gives you stronger units, more gems, extra resources and higher overall power, which makes farming challenges way less painful later on. Once story's mostly done, daily challenges become your bread and butter. These are basically your main source of crafting materials like Dark Scrolls, Light Scrolls, A-grade Scrolls, S-grade Scrolls, Universal Scrolls and character-specific mats. Running these every single day is genuinely the fastest way to rack up multiple evolutions. Now not every mythic takes the same amount of grinding to evolve, some need super rare stuff that's basically impossible to get without an already strong team. So the smart move is evolving your easier units first. That way your roster gets strong enough to comfortably grind out the harder evolution requirements afterward instead of forcing one brutal EVO right away. Before you commit to farming anything, always double check what a specific evolution actually needs, since requirements usually mix character mats, scrolls, challenge drops, quest rewards, sacrifice units, and stage clears. Planning this out ahead of time saves you from wasting stamina chasing stuff you didn't even need yet. And evolving isn't the finish line either. Once a unit evolves you can still pump its stats using takedown resources, boosting damage, range and attack speed, so keep doing that whenever you've got the resources sitting around. Kim Dokja specifically becomes an absolute monster in late game once evolved, picking up AoE attacks, active abilities, strong passives, and even a time-stop crowd control effect alongside boosted overall damage. Pair him with a solid damage trait, and he turns into one of the best units you can have for infinite mode. And speaking of infinite mode, that's honestly the best spot to test out your fully upgraded team. See your real DPS, try out evolved units, mess with placement strategies and experiment with different comps. Plus higher waves hand out solid resources for future upgrades too. Also keep an eye on your quests, since a bunch of evolution materials only come from completing specific objectives like reaching certain infinite waves, clearing certain maps, beating specific stages, or collecting unique drops. Checking your active quests before you farm lets you knock out multiple goals at once instead of wasting runs. Whenever updates drop, developers usually toss out redemption codes packed with trait rerolls, gems, gold, and other useful stuff, so make sure you're claiming those early, especially around launch events since that's usually when the best codes show up. If you're short on higher tier scrolls, hit up the crafting station and turn your lower grade mats into stronger versions instead of waiting around for lucky drops. And this becomes even more important as tougher EVOs start showing up. One last thing, since the game's still getting updated a lot, you might run into bugs here and there, like evolution requirements not updating properly, crafted mats not registering, or some weird UI glitches. If that happens, just leave and rejoin the server, restart Roblox, or wait it out for a hotfix if it's still messed up. These hiccups are pretty normal during early access. At the end of the day, Manhwa Legends rewards both luck and consistency. And while pulling a flashy mythic feels amazing, your actual account strength comes from evolving your characters properly, landing good traits, grinding challenges daily, and constantly upgrading what you already have. Focus on story first, save the harder EVOs for later, and you'll end up with a team that can actually handle infinite mode, high-level challenges, and whatever content drops next.